Welcome back to Wainsider, where we dive deep into the heart of wrestling's most gripping stories. Tonight, we're wading into a tragedy that's left the WWE Universe shattered, tears flowing like a river. The air feels heavy, doesn't it? Like the weight of an entire dynasty is pressing down on us. We're talking about the heartbreaking passing of Jimmy Uso, one half of the legendary Usos, and Roman Reigns' emotional silence finally breaking on SmackDown. This isn't just a loss, it's a wound that cuts through the core of the bloodline, exposing the raw edges of family, loyalty, and betrayal. The bloodline. For years, those two words meant dominance, unity, a family that ruled WWE with an iron grip. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, stood at the helm, with Jimmy and Jey Uso as his enforcers, Solo Sikoa as the silent threat, and Paul Heyman as the mastermind. But power comes with pressure, and family carries silent resentment. The bloodline was a machine, but even machines break under strain. Jimmy, with his infectious energy, his use catchphrase, his undeniable charisma, was the heart of the group. Yet, beneath the surface, tension simmered, and loyalty was tested. Let's step back and look at the Onoa family's legacy. From Peter Maivia to Yokozuna, from The Rock to Roman Reigns, this dynasty has shaped wrestling history. Jimmy and Jey Uso, the sons of Rikishi, carried the torch with pride, becoming the most decorated tag team in WWE history. Their 622-day reign as undisputed tag team champions is a record etched in stone. But being part of a legacy like that isn't easy. Every match, every promo, every moment in the ring carried the weight of expectation. For Jimmy, that pressure was a constant companion. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. Roman Reigns was the anchor, the tribal chief who demanded loyalty above all else. His reign as undisputed WWE Universal Champion, lasting over 1,300 days, was built on the backs of the bloodline. Jimmy and Jey were his soldiers, his brothers, his blood. But loyalty in wrestling is a fragile thing. The cracks started showing in 2023, when Jimmy betrayed Roman at Night of Champions, superkicking the tribal chief to side with his brother Jey. That moment fractured the bloodline, setting off a chain of events that would change everything. The pressure on Jimmy was immense. He and Jey had been inseparable, the Usos, a tag team that defined an era. But when Jey broke away, embracing a singles career as main event, Jey Uso, Jimmy was left to navigate his own path. He returned to the bloodline, aligning with Roman, but the dynamic had changed. Solo Sikoa's rise as the new tribal chief, backed by Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, created a new power structure. Jimmy, once a cornerstone, was now caught in a tug-of-war between family and ambition. The silent resentment within the bloodline was palpable. Roman's need for control clashed with Jimmy's free spirit. Jey's independence cast a shadow over Jimmy's loyalty. Solo's new faction, the self-proclaimed stronger bloodline, mocked the original's legacy. Jimmy, always the one to lighten the mood, tried to hold it together. His backstage antics, like scaring Roman in a viral SmackDown moment, showed his heart, but they couldn't mask the growing tension. The family was splintering, and Jimmy was in the middle. The WWE Universe watched it unfold, week after week. Jimmy's return at Bad Blood 2024, saving Roman and Cody Rhodes from Solo's bloodline, was a spark of hope. On October 11, 2024, he stood in the ring with Roman, urging him to rebuild the original bloodline, to fight for their legacy. But Solo's faction was relentless, attacking Jimmy and Roman at every turn. The October 18 SmackDown saw them brutalized, a low blow to Roman, Samoan spikes to Jimmy, a stark reminder of their fading dominance. https://way/way-smackdown/jimmy-uso-scared-roman-reigns-in-a-video/article-show/114368688.cms closing parenthesis opening square bracket opening parenthesis https://www.way.com/videos/the-bloodline-drag-jimmy-uso-out-from-the-October-18-2024 closing parenthesis. Jey's hesitation to rejoin added to the strain. Despite his reunion with Jimmy in a dark match after SmackDown on August 2, 2025, Jey made it clear he wasn't ready to forgive Roman. He demanded equality, not subservience, telling Roman to act like a cousin, not a tribal chief. Roman's eventual yeet on November 1st was a step toward reconciliation, but it came too late for Jimmy. The family was trying to mend, but the scars of past betrayals ran deep. https://www.wrestlezone.com/news/1516-Roman-Reigns-to-J-Uso-yeet. The whispers backstage painted a picture of a man under pressure. Jimmy was funny, vibrant, the life of the locker room, but he was also human. Some said he was struggling with the weight of the Bloodline's collapse, feeling overshadowed by Jay's singles success and Roman's dominance. Others pointed to the physical toll, years of high-flying, hard-hitting matches catching up. There were rumors of personal struggles, echoes of his past DUI arrests, though nothing concrete. The locker room loved Jimmy, but they could see the cracks. https://www.newsweek.com/sports/injured-way-2-1951156closing parenthesis opening square bracket closing square bracket opening parenthesis https://comic.com/way/news/way-jimmy-uso-arrest-y-closing parenthesis. Then came the night that changed everything. April 2025, a SmackDown taping in an undisclosed arena. The Bloodline storyline was at its peak, with Roman, Jimmy, and Jay facing Solo's faction in a heated feud. Jimmy was in the ring, cutting a promo, when Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu ambushed him. The attack was brutal: Samoan spikes, steel chairs, a moonsault from Fatu that left Jimmy motionless. The crowd gasped, thinking it was kayfabe, but something felt off. The referee called for help, and the show cut to black. The news broke hours later. Jimmy Uso was gone. Not injured, not written off, but dead. The WWE Universe was stunned, tears flooding social media as #UseForever trended worldwide. The official report cited a catastrophic injury from the attack, a freak accident that went beyond the script. But whispers suggested something darker. Maybe the attack was too real, maybe the plan wasn't clear. The footage, leaked online, showed Solo's cold precision, Fatu's devastating leap, and the chilling silence that followed. https://www.youtube.com/watch. v=kib_nn_ez9m. Roman Reigns was shattered. The tribal chief, known for his stoic demeanor, broke his silence on the next SmackDown, November 8, 2024. Standing in the ring, his voice